Dr. John World Peace JD. It is September the 21st, 2019, and I want to talk today about Greta Thunberg and her tour in America and her global presence about global warming. Greta Thunberg has become the unofficial leader face of the climate change wake-up call. For me, the most important thing about this movement is that these millennials are involved in something that normally would not have their attention until they were graduated from college and began to turn their attention to family, career, and politics. What I'm not sure of is whether these young adults understand that their parents are in essence their enemies in the discussion of global warming. They have a legitimate right to confront their parents as perpetrators of the degradation of the planet Earth. The adult citizens of all countries in the world are first and foremost not demanding action on part of their representatives in government regarding global warming. Nothing is being done of any true significance in any capital of any nation in the world. There's lip service given, but no action. We are in crisis mode with regards to global warming. No one can deny what is happening. The ice is melting for the first time in historical memory. Think about that. The North Pole is becoming more and more ice-free in its ocean. And that dark sea, as opposed to white snow, is absorbing sunlight and causing the ice to melt faster still. The more the ice melts, the more of the ice it melts, the faster the ice melts. Greta is pushing the governing bodies of the world to make some meaningful efforts to stop global warming. She gets media attention, and then everyone goes back to business as usual. She is bringing awareness, but more importantly, she is giving notice to adults that she and other young adults are watching and demanding action. Well, Greta, so far so good, but now the time has come to get more active and more combative. You have gotten your point. You've gotten your pat on the head from the governments and media who already moved on to the next news cycle a couple of days later. Here's your next move, the move that will actually begin to bring on change. It's called shaming. Yes, calling out adults globally as apathetic destructors of the Earth's environment. The truth is that for thousands of years, the Earth's changed so little in the lifetime of a human being that it was really not noticeable. Now we have, for the last 5 years, experienced record heat globally. That means that elementary school children are understanding that something is going on with the Earth. Something that is not good for their future, something that is getting worse globally, not just a local change that can be classified as an anomaly. Number one, people must stop buying gas cars. That is a choice that can be made immediately, globally. The reduction in the buying of gas and diesel vehicles will cause an immediate loss of profits to automakers and cause them to step up the pace to move to electric cars. Anyone who owns stock, number two, anyone who owns stock in fossil fuel companies definitely needs to be shamed. They need to divest. If you own stock in a not clean, not renewable energy company, you're contributing to the problem. As people begin to sell off their stock, the corporations will move to green energy. It is really that simple. People want to know what they can do to deal with climate change, and this is a major one. Sell your fossil fuel stock and buy green energy stock. When you sell the fossil fuel stock, the value of the stock goes down, and many of those corporate executives get paid on the stock bonuses on the stock going up. It will hurt them. It will get their attention quickly. 3, you can begin to picket auto dealers who do not offer non-fossil fuel cars. You can let them know that you and your peers will not buy from dealerships locally and globally, will not buy that brand of automobile when you become an adult. Greta, you and your peers are a market the auto industry is depending on for future profits. You need to threaten an ongoing future boycott that starts now. Number 4, back closer to home solution. If any of your family is working for a company that is part of the fossil fuel industry, you need to encourage them to find another career in a different industry. 5, you can picket the corporate headquarters of fossil fuel companies. Believe me, no ongoing business wants negative publicity. You have a legitimate right. They're destroying the world, the earth, the planet that you're going to inherit. Greta, your cause is essentially to the future of the earth. You and your peers either protest or you're going to inherit a desert planet. What was green and moist is going to become browner and drier if something's not done. I cannot emphasize enough that the earth is your legacy, your right. It is your inheritance. You have the right to speak as an adult on the issue. You have a right to be the adult on the issue. The truth of global warming is one that no one can deny. The pre-millennials, especially the baby boomers, represent the biggest impediment to reversing global warming. For the most part, that is your grandparents. If the planet Earth is degraded such that it will not support life, there is no planet to migrate to. There's no planet B. This is the reality. So Greta, you need to pump up the volume. You need to shame. You need to do whatever is necessary. And the first place to start for all you young adults is right in your own home. Start that discussion there of your parents and your grandparents. And then you're going to have to make a decision. They're going to tell you if they quit their jobs or do some of these things, then it's going to personally affect you. You're not going to get a nice, pretty, whatever, new clothes, tennis shoes, whatever. They're going to say it's going to affect you, and you need to say, okay, go for it. That's where you need to start. That's where you can make an impact. And with the whole world, young adults shaming their parents, believe me, things will change. Your parents, your grandparents are not going to do anything. The politicians are not going to do anything because they're all paid off by the fossil fuel company. But if they don't do something, your whole generation is screwed. That's what's at stake. This is Dr. John World Peace, JD. Thank you for your consideration and have a good day.